Hello and welcome. If you don't know, my name is Mike, and you could tell by the title of this video that I'm going to be doing something that I really wanted to hold off for, and I didn't want to do quite yet. I wanted to build the channel a little bit bigger, but this week has just been crazy as hell. And my daughters are both sick, and there's just a lot going on. But I want to get something out to you guys to enjoy, and I really enjoy doing these, so I want to do it. So, without further ado, let's slice right into it, and I'm going to show you guys the tour of my horror room. Alright, you guys, here we go. The first ever horror room tour. So the first thing you're going to see when you open the door here in my horror room is a sweet full-size theatrical Critters 3 poster. Right above that, we have the Hannibal TV series Funko Pop collection. Even got the bloody variant. That was a gift from a family member. Also have the Season 2 Hannibal flat. I got hand-signed by Catherine Isabel at a convention. A really cool painting by an artist named Robert. Really cool piece I got there. Funny thing about that is I actually went to a Walking Dead convention, and the only two things I bought at the whole convention was a Hannibal poster and a Hannibal t-shirt. I didn't even buy anything related to The Walking Dead. So then behind the door here, we got something pretty cool too. This is obviously a Chucky and Tiffany blanket. It was just so cool, and I loved the image so much that I wanted to hang it up instead of actually using it as a blanket, because I just think it looks so freaking cool. And then, sorry about the lighting again, guys. And then right over here, where my closet once was, is now where I hold my Annabelle. Secure in her case. Right there. Looking super cool. Love it, love it. Positively do not open. You got it. And then right over here, we have a Jason mask that my daughter made for me for one of my birthdays. My oldest daughter. And then right here, Friday the 13th, the game. Obviously, a little mini poster came with the game. My first ever autographed hockey mask when I met Kane Hodder years and years ago. I got that hand signed from him. Super cool. Right up here, welcome to Camp Crystal Lake Spirit Halloween sign. Really nice sign, guys. If you're looking for a Camp Crystal Lake sign, you want to go to Spirit Halloween. This sucker's solid. It's actually, for the price, I think it was like $20-25. Really good stuff. Again, when I met Kane Hodder years ago, to Michael, See You in Hell, Jason X. Of course, I got the classic choke from Kane Hodder, and yes, he does really choke you. Ken Kersinger, another one of my favorite Jasons. I met him as well. It was another dream come true. I got that autographed. And then I also got this autographed the same day. And now this is a real fiberglass Jason mask, real leather straps, autographed by Ken Kersinger in person once again. It's not the cheap plastic like this one. This is a real mask. High quality stuff. Absolutely love that right there. Down here, we got a Freddy versus Jason NECA. I absolutely love that figure. Fast forward to the next year, I went and met Ken Kersinger again. 2 years in a row. Because I just think he's fucking awesome, and I'm a huge fan of his. Pan on over, I have my little Freddy versus Jason stuff sitting here. Freddy versus Jason, now these are back when the movie was released, the old 12-inch. I think Jason's like a 16-inch, I think Freddy's a 12-inch, something like that. The Sideshow collectible ones, these are very old, and they're not around anymore. And if they are around, they're very expensive, because I've had them since they came out, way back in 2014, was it? And then down from there, I have a Friday the 13th Final Chapter NECA figure, a little Freddy vs. Jason thing from a movie store. I don't even know why I have that. This awesome shadow box here. The Freddy vs. Jason Jason mask and Freddy glove. One of my favorite pieces. It's numbered on the bottom. There's only so many of these made. I love that piece as well. I have a Nightmare on Elm Street 2 Freddy NECA figure. And then right over here, I actually went to go meet Freddy in makeup, which was super cool. I obviously wasn't ready for the picture. I don't know what the hell what I'm doing in that picture, but I went to go meet Freddy, and that was absolutely amazing. And my mom actually took me there, and it was her treat. So my mom got to meet Freddy Krueger as well. So there you go, Mom. Welcome to the channel. I got an Elm Street sign, my lanyard from that day. Speaking of my mother, another gift from my mom. She had got me this autographed Robert Englund photo of the last time he had his, the Freddy makeup removed. She got this for me, I think, in like 2013 as a gift. Super cool. Right down here is a Toonie Terrors Freddy Krueger. A friend just gave that to me. Haven't taken him out of the box yet, but it's coming. I also met Jonathan Breck, the Creeper from Jeepers Creepers. A very, very nice guy. Got his autograph. Of course, got to meet him as well. That was a lot of fun at a convention. Right over here in the corner, I have a little Walking Dead stuff. Friend of mine, a friend of the family, I should say, got me these really cool Walking Dead posters. So I got those framed and up. I got a replica Lucille baseball bat. A couple Funko Pops of my favorite characters from The Walking Dead. Right over here, I have an Ultimate Gremlins NECA stripe. Looking super cool. Actually stays for the most part. For the most part, I had to pick them up off the floor yesterday or 2 days ago. And then right up here, I also have some old school Resident Evil figures and some Puppet Master figures as well. From the original Full Moon release line. I don't think these are around anymore. These are super old. I've had them for a long time. Got those from my dad. They were in his attic. He was collecting them. And shortly after my wife and I bought this house, he gave them to me. So they were welcomed into the collection. As we go around the room here, of course, if you guys have seen the video, my Garrett Jacob Hobbs Hannibal TV series screen used outfit here. In between him by the window, I have a leprechaun bust. Again, another gift. Now, this is a leprechaun inspired, of course. A bust there, super cool. Got that in between them. Right next to him, I have this cardboard cutout that I thought about doing a video about, but I just don't think it's interesting enough, and I don't think people would give enough crap about it. But this thing is really cool because it's a cardboard cutout, but it's not something you can just go and just buy willy-nilly. This is so old and actually came out when the movie was released, and it was put outside of movie theaters to promote the movie. So this is a very old piece, very hard to find. I mean, obviously it shows its age in certain areas with creases and rips. His foot's kind of jacked up down there, but nonetheless, it's a pretty cool piece. In Search of Darkness, a journey into iconic 80s horror, a great documentary if you have not seen that, and there's also coming out with a part 2, I believe, in October. Pan over here is my life-size Freddy Krueger, holding it down in the corner. Super, super fresh. Definitely starting to show his age on the latex is starting to turn on his face, starting to harden a little bit. But I challenge anyone to find another Freddy that looks that good, because this was actually made from the mold of the actual mask that Robert Englund wore. We bought it from a gentleman years and years ago that worked in film, and that's why it looks as good as it does. Right above him is not horror related. It is Clayface from the Batman animated TV series. That is just a toy that popped up on eBay, and I was available to buy it. And it just means a lot to me from my childhood. It's a toy that just resonates with me. I even had it for picture day when I was a kid, and I saw it, and it just so much nostalgia and brought me back, and I had to have it. And then let's work our way down here. And then I also have these super old school Toy Biz Resident Evil line, Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3. I believe I have the whole set for both, again, from my father. And they are rare, let me tell you. Toy Biz, the company, has been out of business for a long time. And these were, I believe, the first ever Resident Evil figures ever released. They're very old. You're not going to find them anymore. And then swooping back to the door here, we have my little Ash plushie. My wife got me that. My wife and kids also got me the Evil Dead 2 Ash NECA. Super cool. The little Necronomicon. Right over here. Again, I met Kane Hodder it was the second or third time meeting Kane Hodder. And I got that autographed because I didn't have anything for Victor Crowley, so I got that. There's a gentleman on eBay and Etsy that makes these really, really cool custom prints. I believe his name is Chris. So I had to pick up this Pumpkinhead one, and I also got a Leprechaun one from him as well. And right next to that is my family when we met Kane Hodder for the second or third time. My wife, my daughters, myself, and Kane. And then down here I have Billy on his tricycle. Looking absolutely awesome. I don't remember who made this. I don't know if it was Sideshow. I've had it for so long I don't even remember anymore. But either way, it's super cool. I also have the NECA Ashy Slashy Possessed Puppet. One of my favorite things in this room as well. The King Kong, obviously the NECA King Kong I recently acquired. If you guys saw my video, he's hanging out looking awesome. I have a Curse of Chucky poster that you guys see in every video and is a pain in the ass because no matter where you set lighting in here, there's always some damn reflection on it. But obviously it's from a family video. I just simply walked in there and said, hey, what are you guys doing with that poster? They said, nothing. I said, I'll take it. And that was it. I took it home. I've had it for years. Got it when the movie came out. Pan over here. Speaking of dreams come true and meeting people that are horror, just horror dreams come true for me, horror icons. I actually got to meet Brad Dourif, voice of Chucky. I got to meet him, and it was absolutely amazing. I met him at a convention a couple years ago. That was a dream come true. Down here, I got the Versus Godzilla couple Funkos and the Mezco, I believe they call him the Pizza Face, which is just ridiculous. I hate that name. But the Child's Play 3 inspired Mezco Chucky. I believe he talks as well. Let's see if we can get him to say something. Let's see. Oh, really? Well, thanks for weighing in. Right next to Chucky, I got to meet Alex Vincent, who plays Andy. He was also another really cool guy. I really enjoyed meeting him. So, of course, I like to display my picture with the autograph, always, if it was something that I met in person. And next to that was Christina Leese, who plays Kyle in Child's Play 2 and in Cult of Chucky. Super cool. She was very, very nice, let me tell you guys. She will talk to you about horror, and she'll talk to you about Chucky all day long. Right below that is one of the coolest autographs I have from Warwick Davis himself, the Leprechaun. Now, him, I did not meet in person. That I actually went through his website and ordered personally from him because I fear that I'm never going to have the chance to meet him in person, so I wanted to try to get an autograph before, if God forbid everything was ever to happen to, him or me or whatever. And then next to Christina Leese, I met Fiona Dourif, who plays Nika. She was also very cool. She is amazing. I just love her character. I love her performances. She's super freaking cool. I went back to her table twice. Got 2 autographs from her. So let's take a step back here. So you guys, this is what you guys always see, obviously, from my videos. Now, everybody always asks me in the comments and stuff, what's in those display cases? Well, let's find out. And forgive me for my reflection. I'm going to do the very best I can. And my daughter's here with me, too. You might even see her. So there's that custom-made kite. Another person on Etsy also was making critter eggs. So I ordered 2 of those to go with the critter. But I know that, the color's a little off on the eggs. But, hey, it's still cool. I still love it. And then just below that is the Trick or Treat Jeepers Creepers mask. When I met Jonathan Breck, I actually asked him to autograph this as well. Right next to that is the 3-0 Hannibal 12-inch figure. That is extremely hard to find, extremely rare, and you would probably make fun of me if you knew how much I paid for it. Next to that is a custom-made Leprechaun mask. Absolutely amazing piece. Absolutely amazing. Made from Monster Man Studios. You can find him on Instagram, you guys. It's an absolute amazing piece. He makes other masks too, like Pennywise and stuff of that nature. So check him out. And next to that is something my wife got me. It's a Xenomorph skull. Super cool. That was a custom-made piece, and it's made really nice. Like, it's not cheap, material. It's not plastic. I'm not sure what it is, but it's not cheap and it's not plastic, so I really love that. Hi, Miley. And then right next to that, I have this Pinhead from Puppet Master. It wasn't used in the movies or anything, but it's one of the original molds that they made, the exact specs from the films, and I have a letter and certificate of authenticity and everything explaining what it is and everything. It's one of my favorite pieces for sure. That is an awesome, awesome Pinhead. And then right above Pinhead, let's see if we can see through the top. Now we're going to have to go like this. I have from Full Moon, from Demonic Toys, I have the Jack Attack in the box. Super cool. Right here, I just have some random bloody machete that I've had for years and years and years, because I was just that kid that got that stuff for Christmas. So I opened that up for Christmas one year, years and years and years ago. And then right over here, you guys, I'm sorry, I know the lighting is a pain. Right over here is actually a Krampus bell that is custom made with my name on it. My wife just got that for me. That's my newest piece, and I love it. It's by far one of my favorite things in this room. Right above that is an autographed Hellraiser photo from Pinhead to Michael Will Tear Your Soul Apart, Doug Bradley. Now that one, I did not meet him in person either. It was during his virtual, I don't know if he's still doing it. He very well could be. His virtual convention where you reach out to him and you pick a photo and you can ask him a question. And I asked him a question and he actually emailed it back to me and answered me. It was really cool. So that was a fun experience. A Chatter Funko Pop right there. And then right there is a Nightmare. What's it called, Miley? Nightmare Before Christmas?
Yeah.
Nightmare Before Christmas Snow Globe. My daughter had gotten that for me. She got me a different one for Christmas one year and she accidentally broke it. And she was hysterical about it. And I told her it's okay, that there's other ones out there. And I told her that Oogie Boogie was my favorite character. And she went out and got that for me. So, of course, it's going to forever rest in my collection. And right in front of that, if you don't know what this is, it is from Jack Frost to The Revenge of the Mutant Killer Snowman. If you know what this is, huge shout out to you. I know how bad those movies are, but I also know how much I love them. And this was made by DWN Productions. Super cool. It was like $20. Had to have it in the collection. Absolutely love it. So that's the first case you see in all of my videos. And in this case, this is everything. Not everything, but this is a lot of stuff. Everything in this case is either screen used or production used for a film. So right across the top here, I have all these production-used Saw photos. If you've seen the Saw movies, you'll recognize these. Malik, Ashley. Oh God, I don't remember her name. And this one I had to go into a bid war for. Was the Pendulum Room, the crime scene photo. That one I had to pay up a little bit for. I had to fight it out with some guy on eBay, but nope. I'm sorry, I'm having that. This one is one of the Amanda letters. It was a production one. I don't believe it was the exact one because I know in the film it doesn't have the M at the bottom, so I think this was just used like in production kind of thing. Still really cool piece to have, the Amanda letter. I love it. And then right next to that, that's actually that little bloody tile right there. That is actually a piece of the bloody bathroom floor from Saw 7. Absolutely amazing. I can't believe I own a piece of the most iconic bathroom probably in television history. And next to that, I have a Hannibal TV series production used hatchet that was used by Hannibal in the last episode of the show, the series finale. For now, hopefully it gets renewed. So I'll be doing more in-depth videos on all of these. And then next to that, I have a couple things from Tremors. I have 2 Frisbees from Tremors 3 that can be seen in the beginning of the movie. There's a ton of them in the movie, so who knows if these were actually on screen or just on set or maybe in the background. But regardless of, I got certificates of authenticity with everything. They were in the film at some point or at least on set. Same with this. I don't believe the little keychain was ever on screen per se, but it was definitely on set and it was used in some way in the production. And right below that, I have these really cool hands here from Puppet Master vs. Demonic Toys. The one mechanical hand and the one mold for their Pinhead's hands from that movie, which is super cool. And next to that, you guys, I almost didn't want to show this because this is my holy grail piece. This is the most rarest, expensive, whatever thing in my collection. And that, you guys, is a screen-used leprechaun hand and arm from Leprechaun 4 in space. There's a long story about how I got this and how I acquired it. There's a certificate of authenticity and all that. It's a long story of how I got it and who I had to talk to get it and everything. It's a cool story. So I'm going to save that for the prop showcase. But yes, this is an actual screen-used leprechaun hand / arm. And I've had lots of people try to buy it off me, and I just simply will not part with it because I love it so much. So there you go, you guys. That's pretty much the tour of the whole room. We're gonna do a little. Hi, Miley. We're gonna do like a little retrospect here. So you walk in the door, and this is pretty much my horror, my Annabelle. We'll do a nice little spin around here for you guys. And this is my horror room. It's always growing, always things, being added. And my family, I think, really gets a kick out of this room too, and they really appreciate the collection. And I'm always getting gifts from family and friends for stuff to go in here because it's just cool to watch it grow. So there you go, you guys. That is my horror room tour for 2020. And of course, I'm going to keep doing these as more things come in. And if there's any certain pieces in here that you think are really cool, I'm probably going to do a prop showcase on it, at least for things in these cases. So there you go, guys. There is my horror room tour. I want to say thank you guys so very much for watching my horror room tour. I know there's a few of you guys that have been asking for it, and people have been wondering especially what's in these two cases behind me in every video. So again, if you guys have any questions or comments about anything that you saw in this room, if you want to know where I got it or how you can get one or the story behind it or anything like that, just ask me down in the comments, and you guys know I'm always going to respond to you. So again, I really appreciate it, you guys. Also hit me up. I want to plug my new Instagram. I actually made an official Instagram page for the channel. It's This Is My Design, HC. I'm going to put a link for it down in the description below. If you want a more personal look at my life of horror, that's the place to do it. Or you want to talk to me, contact me. I've had a few people hit me up on Instagram already, and we go back and forth and we talk horror and we just chop it up all day long. So on behalf of myself and my daughter Miley, I just want to say thank you so much for watching.
And this is my design.